I'm here in Pacific Beach, one of San Diego's coolest neighborhoods. In this video, we're gonna break down the 4 unique neighborhoods that make Pacific Beach awesome, the housing in each of those different neighborhoods, some of the main attractions that you may look for in Pacific Beach, and even down into the school systems in Pacific Beach. So Pacific Beach is broke down basically into 4 neighborhoods. The first of which being main Pacific Beach, and that's kind of the area along Garnett between, I'd say, Pacific Beach Drive and Beryl. This is where most of the homes fall into. This is the main drag of Garnett and Grand, where most of the bars and restaurants and nightlife are. This is the meat and potatoes, so to speak, of Pacific Beach. One of the main attractions of Pacific Beach is Garnett Avenue. I'm standing right at the end of Garnett, right next to Firehouse and PB Ale House. There are over 25 restaurants and bars on Garnett alone. You've got dive bars, sports bars, nightclubs, whatever you want. You can come out here and you can have a great time. Just above Pacific Beach is North Pacific Beach. That's basically everything along Foothill and Turquoise above Beryl before you get into La Jolla. There's more housing up there. There's a few businesses along Turquoise as well. The key component to North Pacific Beach is that depending on where you fall into North Pacific Beach, part of that 92109 zip code actually goes into the La Jolla school districts, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Pacific Beach isn't all beaches and bars. I'm standing at the top of Kate Sessions Park, which is one of the biggest outdoor spaces in San Diego, and locals know that this is the place for 4th of July fireworks, because if you're sitting at the top, you get an amazing view of all the fireworks shows in downtown San Diego. Third is we have Crown Point. This is the area below Pacific Beach Drive, and it kind of sticks out into the bay, creates this little point. There's some beautiful housing there. It is a differentiated neighborhood of Pacific Beach, although on your mail, you're gonna see San Diego, California 92109. When you're talking to people, you're gonna say that you live in Crown Point. And then lastly, you have the oceanfront or Mission Beach area. Again, we talked about this earlier in the video that Mission Beach technically is a different beach than Pacific Beach, but it all kind of blends together. So that oceanfront walk area, all the way from Law Street Beach, all the way down Oceanfront Walk until you get to just below Belmont Park and South Mission, was what I would consider the oceanfront or Mission Beach area of Pacific Beach. The locals might hate me for this, but I'm sitting on the boardwalk in Mission Beach, and this 3-mile stretch from Belmont Park up to Tourmaline Street is actually home to some of San Diego's most expensive real estate. When you're talking about Pacific Beach and Mission Beach become pretty interchangeable. Located at the end of Pacific and Mission Beach is Belmont Park, which is a huge amusement park with games and rides, perfect spot for the kids, and home to the Giant Dipper, which is one of California's oldest wooden roller coasters. When we talk about schools in Pacific Beach, it's pretty straightforward. It's part of the San Diego Unified School District. In fact, there's only one high school, Mission Bay High School, that services all of 92109. There are a couple streets in North PB that actually fall into the La Jolla School District, so those people would actually go to La Jolla High School even though they're in Pacific Beach. There are 4 elementary schools though, so depending on where you live in Pacific Beach, you could find yourself at Bird Rock Elementary, Pacific Beach Elementary, Sessions Elementary, or Barnard Elementary. So you'd have to look on like Great Schools or something to see, depending on where you're at in Pacific Beach, which elementary school you go to, although they all are part of the San Diego Unified School District. So when we talk housing in Pacific Beach, this is where it can get pretty broad. We have everything from old studio apartments, 1-bedrooms, all the way up to these multi-million-dollar mansions along the water. The average sale price in 92109 is about 1.4 million, but when I take out condos, it goes up to 2 million for detached homes across Pacific Beach. Again, it's heavily skewed because you have these $5–10 million homes right along the water on the oceanfront. But that said, if you're looking to buy a home in Pacific Beach, you can probably expect to spend somewhere around the 1.5 to 2.5 million dollar range, obviously depending on what type of view you're getting, if the home was rebuilt recently. One thing I noticed in Pacific Beach that you see a lot of are lot splits. So maybe an older home sells on, say, a 8,000 square foot lot. What developers have started to do is they would scrape the house, split the lot into 2 4,000 square foot lots, and then build 2 vertical homes on top of that lot. So for example, we have a listing right now on Thomas where they did that. They split one lot and built 4 single family homes that are both, or that are all tri-level homes. So it's just a way that developers are utilizing the lack of space in Pacific Beach to capitalize on their investment, and they're starting to see these infill projects that split a lot up and then build either 2 or 3 or 4 single family homes on that same lot. One interesting thing that you'll see a lot of in Pacific Beach is our condo sales at the Plaza. And that's this one specific building just north of Garnett in Pacific Beach, kind of just south of Kate Sessions Park. It's a building that has a lot of rentals in there. In fact, most of the units in the Plaza don't even have parking. A lot of investors buy in there in order to use them as rental properties. You get a lot of maybe college kids that live in there. So it is kind of a unique project in that obviously it skews the comps in the area around it. But if you're looking for an investment type property with a lower HOA and maybe a lower cost of entry, you would want to look at a project like the Plaza, which is kind of right in the heart of Pacific Beach, just north of Garnett. And I want to talk about my 5 favorite restaurants in Pacific Beach. No particular order, these are just some of my favorites. Number 1, by far and away, is Sushi Ota. If you're a San Diego local, you know that Sushi Ota is widely considered one of the best sushi restaurants in San Diego. It's kind of funny because it's not like a glamorous restaurant. In fact, it's right when you exit the Grand Garnett exit in the little like 7-Eleven strip mall back by the Planned Parenthood. So it's really unassuming from the outside, but when you get inside, trust me, it's hands down the best sushi in San Diego. If you're a fish guy, make sure to go try out Sushi Ota. Number 2 is Costa Brava. If you go down Garnett, this is like a tapas restaurant, really, really good, fun time out. I love the lamb skewers and the bacon wrapped dates. Again, Costa Brava on Garnett is one of my favorite restaurants in Pacific Beach. Number 3, I'm gonna cheat. It's 2 because they're both fish shops in a sense. So there's Pacific Beach Fish Shop, which is really, really good. It's on Garnett. You just go in there and get like fresh fish tacos and things like that. And then number 3B is Oscars. And I say Oscars because the original is in Pacific Beach. It's actually like North PB, all the way up by the Gelson's Market as you're going in toward La Jolla. I like it because the ceviche and the sauce is so good. But that being said, they're also known for their fish tacos and their surf and turf tacos. So Pacific Beach Fish Shop and Oscars are my number 3 favorite restaurants in Pacific Beach. Number 4, we're going down to Mission for Cannonball. It's located on top of the Draft restaurant, like right next to Belmont Park. But it's basically a sushi and I mean like American fusion food, but it's known for like the sushi, but you can get a view of the ocean looking out, like if you sit up on the deck up top. Really good food, got a ton of great drink specials and beers and stuff like that. Cannonball is my number 4 restaurant. Number 5, it's not a glamorous one, but it's one of my favorites. It's Dirty Birds on Mission. You can go in there. They are hands down the best wings in San Diego. If you go on Wing Wednesday, find yourself a little bit of a special. You get a great beer, have some wings, and enjoy some of the best wings in San Diego. Number 5, Dirty Birds. One of the things people love about Pacific Beach is the commute. It's really centrally located to what most of San Diego has to offer. You can get from Pacific Beach to downtown in just about 15 minutes, depending on traffic in and out of the beach. Obviously the same goes for like Mission Valley, you know, about a 10-12 minute drive to Mission Valley in the central San Diego area. And then of course you're close to North County Coastal as well, so you can get up into La Jolla and Del Mar in just 10 or 15 minutes. Because of its central location, you pretty much have access to all of San Diego County within about a 15-minute radius, depending on traffic in and out of the beach. Thanks for watching our neighborhood spotlight on Pacific Beach. For more information about Pacific Beach, just comment below the word Pacific Beach and we'll send you our neighborhood guide. And if you're interested in homes in Pacific Beach, reach out to us, let us know, and we'll set up a buyer consultation to talk all about your real estate needs. I'm Jason Cassity, and thanks for watching.